What's up, guys? I'm Ted.
And I'm Darren.
And we are all Geek to Us.
Just yesterday, they released the Summer Games update, which will be live until August 30th. Lucio Ball will be back, and they have, recreational play and arcade, as well as ranked play and arcade as well, though. So feel free to participate in that. For those of you who don't know what Lucio Ball is, everybody plays as Lucio, and it's 3v3 soccer. It's pretty much what it is.
Just Rocket League.
No, it's not.
Okay.
They did add some new skins. In addition, you'll have access to the skins from the previous year's Summer Games. Those new skins are going to be for Anna, Winston, Zenyatta, Reinhardt, Roadhog, Sombra, Brigitte, Diva, and Moria. Personally, I like the Winston and Zenyatta skins. They're more so like a baseball kind of thing. So I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
They did add new highlight intros for Orisa and Moria, which are also cool, and an emote for May.
Always cool.
Additionally, they are having the Overwatch All-Star Weekend, August 25th and 26th. What that is the Overwatch League is going to pick create teams from the Atlantic and Pacific divisions, pretty much like the Pro Bowl for the NFL.
So some MLG stuff.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty much the same thing as like the Pro Bowl for NFL. What they're gonna do is they're going to go through and play Lucio Ball, Mystery Heroes, Widowmaker 1v1, which I think is gonna be pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Talent Takedown, which they're gonna like draft a bunch of people for that. I don't know exactly what's going on, but
Sounds cool.
I'll let y'all know as soon as I do. Lockout Elimination, which is also cool. Those are all arcade modes from as far as I'm aware, which is all going to hype up the All-Star game. It's going to be just like another Overwatch League match, but like I said, it's going to be those drafted teams by the Atlantic and Pacific divisions.
So cool.
As well, they're going to have legendary skins. One legendary skin for Tracer and one legendary skin for Genji. It'll cost you 300 Overwatch League tokens, which is $15 real currency. And it's pretty expensive, but it's a one-time thing. So if that's something that you're into, check it out.
They have dropped all kinds of news on Shadow of the Tomb Raider this morning, and it's some cool stuff. My highlight of what they revealed is they've really been trying to change the way that difficulty works in games and try to innovate that. You'd be playing a game and you change the difficulty and, it changes combat. But all the other aspects of the game, it changes the same. It doesn't really change everything else.
It's the same story.
Yeah, they're like, you know what? We're going to make it our own thing. We're going to try and kick it up a notch. So, in Shadow of the Tomb Raider, not only can you change the difficulty on combat, but if you want harder puzzles, you can change that. If you want harder, just the environment and stuff like that, exploration, you can change that. And you can also make it to where, maybe you don't like hard combat. Maybe you just want easier combat, harder puzzle. You can make it your own game, your own difficulty. I think that's kind of cool.
So what you're saying is like that's all a bunch of different difficulties, or is it like if you up one, you up all of them?
No, that's what's cool about it. You can change what you want. Like if you want harder puzzles, easier combat, harder combat, easier puzzles, whatever you want. It's your game, your difficulty, you choose. I think that's cool. It gives a player a lot of different ways to choose and how they want to play.
Can appeal to a bunch of different varieties.
Yeah, for sure. And we also learned a bit more about the story, as this is going to be basically the end of their trilogy of the reboot. And it's going to be Lara Croft. She's trying to track down a family heirloom. It's a more personal story this time around. And you see a different side of Lara Croft, it seems like. A more obsessed, a more craze-driven, if you will. Just really focused on the task, and maybe not on her own being, or on her friend's own being, as we see in the gameplay demo. And I think it's an interesting story so far. It takes place in New Mexico, Day of the Dead. And I think it has a lot of potential. I think, even if you don't want to play the game, at least watch the walkthrough maybe. I think it'll be pretty cool.
Dia de los Muertos. So I will cover some Battlefield 5 stuff that they got going on.
Mm-hmm.
On August 14th, they're having closed alpha number 2 on PC. It's by invitation only. Unfortunately, I'm not one of those guys.
What we can do.
But they are going to have an official beta in September.
Mm.
And I'm going to talk a little bit about their Grand Operations, which is the new game mode they were talking about. It's going to be over 4 days. First day, pretty much what you're going to do is you're going to be trying to take out each other's artillery. Why you're going to be doing that is, so on the next day, the more artillery you take out, I'm assuming the less amount of respawns that the other team's going to have.
That sounds cool.
So, pretty much, and on day 3, you can win. If it's like a crushing defeat, you can win on day 3.
So if you're good.
Yeah, if you're good, and the map and mode can change on that day. So maybe you're just getting short on one map and mode. It's not your cup of tea.
Right.
Maybe you'll have a chance to turn it around on day 3.
We'll see.
And day 4 is going to be more so like a tiebreaker kind of day. Not exactly sure. Like, if it's close, they'll go to day 4. Not exactly sure how that's going to work. They were saying something about day 4 may take like an hour long to play.
No.
What I think would be a cool idea is if it was a 24-hour, like, somebody hops out, you hop in kind of thing. That. Yeah. Just that way, because otherwise it's a bunch of different servers, like, because you can hop in on day 2 and, like on a game you didn't even take part in, and it could kind of, like, really suck. But,
Yeah, I think you have an interesting idea there where it's like, it's a game that keeps going even when you're not playing. The game's evolving while you are, even if you're not there, it's still happening. That's kind of realistic,
I mean, it's like a war, man. Like, it's
like
going to keep going even if you're not there.
Yeah, if that's not how this game's working, I say we make our own game like that.
Or maybe, they'll hear us and add it in later.
I mean, you never know. Better credit us for it, though.
Another thing they're talking about is their airborne mode, which is going to pretty much let you drop in, because it's World War II, in case you didn't know, which paratroopers were really big in that. So it's going to let you drop in, potentially behind enemy lines. So those of you guys who are really stealthy, like that's how I like to play my game sometimes. That's what I like to do, and I think it's kind of cool. But yeah, you can just kind of drop in like some Medal of Honor, was it Vanguard or Medal of Honor Airborne probably. It's in the title.
I mean, you know more about that than I do.
But yeah, you can kind of drop in and go wherever you want.
It sounds cool. I mean, it's always, new modes are always welcome.
So we're going to play a little bit in-game. It's going to be my turn to pick a card. So.
Yep, but before you do, make sure that you hit that subscribe. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, the Twitch, and also we have our own shirts and other merch on Spreadshirt if you want to check that out. We have a cool design up there.
Become a geek god, my friends.
That is officially what we're calling our fans. We've decided this.
Just join us and we will all be great. And all my
if you want to be a geek god, you gotta hit that subscribe button. Follow us on Twitter.
No, you want to.
Instagram, Twitter, the whole bout. Or, if you don't want to, just follow us on YouTube. Maybe you don't really feel like it. That's okay.
Alright, so stop talking, let's start impersonating. Let's go. What we got?
Alright, you gotta pick a card, bro. I'm saying I ain't going.
What's next for Mortal Kombat? So what's next?
What would you do for the next Mortal Kombat game? If they gave you the rights, they said you make the game.
If they gave me the rights, what I would do is I don't know, because like the last Mortal Kombat game, they're kind of like, they brought in a new generation of heroes, or I guess characters, to make it relevant.
Yeah.
To extend the lifeline of their, I guess, franchise.
Yeah,
so I think it'd be
fresh faces.
I think it'd be cool to see those younger characters create their own, like, Scorpion and Sub-Zero kind of rivalries. So I think
see where those feuds win, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that would be pretty cool. But that's pretty much what we got.
You want like a Mortal Kombat with the newer faces and continuing their stories, basically?
Yeah, like, you can still be, like, the same overall bad guys, like Quan Chi, Shang Tsung, anybody that they want, but...
Right.
Like, the overall impending doom kind of, like... As long as it's gory and people's heads are getting ripped off,
I'm sure
people would be entertained.
Yeah, people would be okay.
But, yeah...
I'm just waiting for Marvel versus Mortal Kombat, personally.
I don't
think
know,
that's ever
man,
gonna
because
happen.
last time there was the Mortal Kombat versus DC, they wouldn't want to do fatalities because...
It had a lot of controversy. Apparently, game's not that good. Don't know. Don't look at it. Don't at me if that's not true. Maybe that's your favorite game. I don't know. We're gonna go before we start any more fires. We can't put out.
Yeah, alright.
We will catch you guys. Well, I've got to amp it up.
Later.
Yeah, next time.